There was time when Jesus asked the Lord and prayed, Ili, tama sa batang, why did you forsake me? Why have you forsaken me? That was darkness for Jesus. So that if there is an exchange, Jesus getting our darkness, then we could be given our light. So may exchange. That's the darkness of Jesus. He went to hell to take our place. So that was darkness of the Lord. Isa ko pa? Wala? Gaganyan siya, wala akong second. Okay, before the lesson, did you notice something? We were in this month of studies, we were discussing life's journey. In the journey that we are to travel, the journey tells us of hardship. Of the mountain we have to climb, of the valley we have to go down, of the slippery road. So you need to have a guide.
Guys.
Alisin ko kayo mamaya dyan. Number 2, we have life's burden. Even though you're not traveling, you are to carry burden. So sabi sa kanina, burdens are lifted at Calvary. If you have no burden, you don't know of Calvary. If life is so easy, you don't want to, you have no view, you have no glimpse of Calvary. So when you have burden, you will have a view that Jesus is just here. If life is so easy, I have not seen Jesus. Jesus is so far. But if we have burdens in life, Jesus is just a breath away, a whisper of prayer. Jesus is so near. So I don't burden that life will be able to say that Jesus is near. And then, we have bitter times compared to fruits. Life is so bitter, but out from that bitterness comes out the sweet fruit, ripe fruit. Then we have life's darkness on Sunday. Life's darkness. So in the darkness, we are groping for the light. When it is so dark, we need light to guide us in our life. Today, we will be talking about God's purposes in storm. So, journey, burden, bitter times, darkness, now storms of life. So our purpose na lesson last week, staying strong when we are weak. So when we are weak, we need to stay strong. Sa ganitong tatlo? How can you stay weak when you are not strong? And so that three P's. Three P's. One, we have three P's to stay strong during our weakness. Number 1, tell it to God. Anong meaning sa? Ang taong sabaan, gabumaw ng life niya. Ang tao. You are not a volcan. A volcanic eruption. Ang tao nga pala. Talaga niya na. Ang mga tao nga kaburaan, nagalabas ang energy. Wala problem. Ang tao nga hipuson. Delikado na. Suicide na ba? Ganyan na. Hindi observe that. Ang taong hipuson, if there are times in your life that your problem leads you to be silent, hindi ka na pala inik. Hindi ka na pala story, ginakuhit ka. Ang imo sagot, isa lang. Dapat, pag kuwit sa imo, ang topic, dagdagan. Danger ang tao na kung dito mo, sagot ng kaisa, ganyan. Hindi ka doon, boom, sasama yan. Did you observe that? There is a time in our life that we don't like to talk. We just want to Kaon na ito. Buko. Gusto mo magtago sa imo mo? Delikado pa siya. So, actually, when you have somebody to tell your troubles, it is a good sign. Kaya lang delikado kung sino yung sabihan. Kung sabihan mo na pabalik na sa iyo, i-chismis ka. I-chismis ka. But if you tell it to God, hindi pag panabak sa iyo na siya, may problema na siya. So, it is good that we need to tell it to Jesus alone. Yung problema mo. Isabi-sabi mo sa iba. Friend ka. Kaya na may close friend ka kung may sabihan ka. But there is even a danger. If it is good that may friend ka na sabihan, let's pray for that. Kung mahawa sa iyo kay ayaw niya ma-influence ang problem. Bigat. Kaba! Problema naman! Do you have that? May person na sabihan mo siyang problem. Everyday ka lang problem. Kasi kung isabihan natin problem, na-influence siya ng tao. But there is somebody willing to listen to our problems. Sabi sa akin, yes natin, tell it to Jesus. Number 2. Wala na! Trust God's promises. Paano ka mag-trust kung wala maka-promises mo na alam? Now, do you know that if you study in the Bible, there are more than 365 promises in the Bible. Do you know that? Siguro na wala promises pag-isip lang. So, it is the result of the daily meditation, the study of God's Word that will enable you to know that there are lots of promises. So, if you don't know these promises, during the time when you are weak, what will you trust? Or, ang lain pa, i-remind ka sa promises, sabi, saba diha, salig-salig ka sa trust. If you will not trust in the promises, i-negate mo mga promises. Number 3. Tell it to God, trust God's promises, and thank God continually. Do you know that when Jesus has only 5 bread and 2 loaves of pieces, what is the secret that it multiplies? Because he has power? The secret is, he thanked the Lord. Salamat siya. Pasalamati ba't aral mo naman ito? If you thank the Lord for the thing that is too small in your life, thank Him. Thank Him for what you have. Multiply yourself. Pero kung no matter how big is it, kumuri ba? Kay may curse. Ito kung ano, wala sa effect. There was a story of a woman, old mother, who cooked food. Ang rice nila, pakikip lang sa alam pagsupa. Sabi sa mga nagalan ko, kasya na sa akin? Pray lang ba? Pray lang. Pag-pray nila, tingala sila ang maliit na kasya. So, the secret of the having the blessing you receive will multiply is thankfulness. Kung magpasalamat ka sa mga sa imo, pasalamatin ang kabili, pasalamatin yung ilong. Pasalamatin. Thank God for what you possess. The little you have, and God will be able to multiply. Ayaw tayo sa industry na. Wala ka na ganda doon. Diba? Number, God's purposes in storms of life. When God permits storms, as He permits burdens, and you have to have a journey or bitter experiences in life, God has a purpose also in our storm. Number 1. What are God's purposes in the storm? Ano na storm? Hindi na storm sa Manila.
Pablo.
Si Pablo. Hindi nga storms na yung problema. Hindi nga storms na hangin, kagulan. But the hangin kagulan that is a symbol of storms, spiritualized, that we have storms in our life. So, what is God's purpose? Number one, God sent that storm so that He could get our attention. Maybe we are doing like that in our life. You are not paying attention to God. So He sends the storm so that you will seek Him. You will know that if you have a burden, God is just near. You will see Calvary. God is near. So He will get our attention. Attention mo asa? Nasa iyong bata, nasa iyong trabaho, nasa iyong mukha, attention mo. Hindi ba? If you count it, how many hours are you spending for yourself? How many hours are you spending to study the Bible and think of God? Ang nakatulong mo, mangita kami sa akin. Hahanapin mo ko. So, get our attention. When we lose our passion for the Father, He may use troubles and difficulty to gain our focus. Paminaw! Pagpuyo! Sanad ka, ikot-ikot, wala ka na time sa akin. I will let you focus to me. Alam mo yung isang pasyon? Pasyon nga yung isang mga tigulang na pasyon nga ng Semana Santa. Passion is a deep emotional feeling. Meaning of passion. Passion is a term applied to a very strong feeling about a person or a thing. Kung may passion na ito, sabi na I have a passion of traveling. So, ang buhay niya palagi ng travel. Kahit stop mo, continue. Pag magaling na siya, travel naman. Passion for basketball. I play basketball. Kahit pagtulog, nag-dream sa basketball. Passion. So, passion is an intense, a strong emotion that compels. Kahit kung gano'n pa sa mulat, lulusot talaga. Anong gusto mo? So, God wants that we should have a passion for Him. How many hours of the 24 hours we have? How many minutes do we focus on that? If it is so small, God sends storms to get our attention and give Him more time. Si Minute Pino, saan gintriso siya na wala na sa gawin. Much time was devoted to the Lord. So, i-revolutionize ang time schedule sa life niya. Wala na siya dream na manalo sa government, magtakbo sa as a politician. So that is God's way of changing. Number two. What are God's purposes? Number one. What are number one? Get our attention. Focus. Number two. Purify us from our sins. May dunitay. We have sin in us. The nature is sinful. So, He sends the storm so that we can have the cleansing. Through the storm, God can call our attention to areas of our life that are not pleasing to Him. May naanak nga good or bad nga habit, may habit kita na pleasing to the Lord. Right? Ari mo ngayon. Most probably, God is sending us lacking na money. Gisingin mo ba? Pangawat sa akin, ha? Kung nagbigay ang teacher sa time, actually, laan na siya. Kung hindi ka magbigay, so He is purifying us. Or there are other good things becomes a habit to us that God is not pleasing with it. So, having the storm sent by the Lord will cause us to purify ourselves. It's not only bad things, there are good things that block us. Sabi sa Conceptus Bible School, good things ceases to be good if it stops you from doing what is best. Mga good things na maligo ka, o magwapa ka, but if that blocks to stop you in doing better things, God is wanting to do that. So, He is sending storm to purify us from our sins. Yung mga habits, mga bad bad and good habits that stops, that blocks us. Number three, force us to surrender to God. May naagad sa kamay niya, hindi natin nasurrender sa Ginoo ang wallet natin. May mga ginasiklay, may mga plano ka sa bata mo, plano ka sa buhay mo, na hindi ka nag-surrender dito. Gusto ko ako. Even your force, even your ambition. Your ambition, they block yung plan mo sa life, yung ambition mo, pag-asawa mo. Those are things that block. So, God wants us to surrender it to Him. Meaning, God will be the one to decide for you. God will be the one to decide for. The Father may want you to loosen your grip. Nahawakan mo. So, God sends the storm so that keep ang kamay mo. Kasi sa monkey, nahawakan mo sa monkey. Ang monkey, pag nakasulod sa hawakan niya, mahuli na sa kay, hindi mo yan. Many of us are holding on to things that God says, drop it, it's bad for you. If you drop it, I'll give you the best. Hawak-hawakan mo ito. Kung itong ideal man mo, hawak-hawakan mo dito. Ang ambisyon mo, ambisyon mo, nagkalatrubo lang sa gigit, dito, sa ambisyon mo. To loosen our grip on the things of the treasure, because He has another blessing in mind for you. Sa bata ba na, makapit ko na dahil gusto niya. Not knowing that God has a better plan. Number four, He will conform us to God's image. Ang nature natin, ang nature sa God, iba. What makes us cry? Different sa nagpapakry sa Ginoo. What makes God worried when He saw the multitude? He's so worried because of their destiny. What makes us cry? Natin mga self-pity natin. So we have a big different, it varies. Sabi malayo ang lives natin. So God will be sending storm to make us feel like Him. His likes becomes our likes. What He hates will make us also hate. Limit na lang kasi ang video, nag-sense lang 3 times na daw. Limit lang. So maybe God is sending us this problem to shaken us up. Jutay na ko, mag-escape, sumabalik lang. What is the feeling of God about this? So, He is sending storms, says here, through adversity, through the problem, through the storm, the Lord will refine, will make us smoothen up their life. It will be more like Christ. Romans 8:29. That was the plan long before. Romans 8:29. Romans 8:29. Is here. For God knew His people, He knows who we are. And He chose them to become like His Son, Jesus Christ, so that His Son would be the firstborn. So, God wants that His Son will be like, not in facial, but in character and previous expression. Not in facial expression. Number 5. Number 1.
To get our attention.
Our attention. Number 2. Purify us from sin. Cleanse us from sin. Number 3.
To surrender to God.
Surrender things that we are holding on to. We need to surrender to the Lord. Number 4.
Conform us to God's image.
Conform our image to be like the Lord. Number 5. Equip us to serve the Lord. When we will be serving the Lord, we have the equipment. God will have to give us. So He sends the storm to give us things we need to have. She said, if you remain close to the Father, The hardship or the storms will purify our hearts and we will be realigning ourselves with the will of God. Ang will natin, ang will sa God, iba. So how can we serve the Lord? It is only, service only will happen if the will of God is the same with our will. What we like is the same God's like. So, there is a realignment, mag-conform, mag-agree. Realignment is agreement. Where we agree with God and His plan, then service can happen. Next. So we have this five purposes why God sent the storm in our life. So we pray. Heavenly Father, we are thanking you for your word that would make clear to us in many different ways, facing trouble, that is also facing heavy storms in life. But we are thanking thee in your power and in your sovereignty. You permit storms that we may understand you have purposes in our life. And this is for our betterment, for our improvement. We will be thinking, Lord, that storms permitted by the Lord in His power is causing us to have another idea that God is angry and wants to give us more of the problem. But He sends storms that there will be refinement and improvement in our life, and pushing us to develop, living a life closer to Him. All these things we are trusting to you for understanding that we can apply your truth and your word. In